Hello, this is another episode of Get It Like You Live, Only Like You Fucking Live, Stunky Live, But Naked Like You Live. This is one of them episodes of Get It Like You Live, and this one is shouted out to Charlie Kirk, and a lot of voters and haters are mad because some folks are celebrating his death. Some folks are saying, hey, they've reached out for his family, whatever, yes, but a lot of folks did not like Charlie, and Charlie knew it. So follow me at Circle, Texas to the Nation, James, all one word, John Johnson 9877, all one word. Also James/GP4IZ, and then on TikTok LITE is James Jr., and then we got another one is BB. So please follow us. Let's this go viral, because see, he didn't know the saying of, what would you do if you get caught with your pants down? So he got that, and then he got that yowza, that black sword yowza. So follow the video. Thank you.
This right here is what happens when folks really live by the mess they've been preaching. Charlie Kirk, he been out here running his mouth, talking about how some lives being lost is just part of the cost. Straight up saying the quiet part out loud. And guess what? He stood on that till he couldn't anymore. Then you got these Arkansas farmers who were so proud to vote for Trump. Voted against food stamps, voted against healthcare, voted against everything that would help other people, just because they didn't want us to have it. They wanted all the laws to work for them, not for anybody else. But now that it's they who need help, now that their crops ain't selling and the farm's underwater, now they crying, now they begging, now they want handouts. Ain't that something?
Preach.
This ain't just about farmers or politics. This is what happens when you wish bad on other folks. That same energy always comes right back to you.
What happened to Charlie Kirk and what's happening to these Arkansas farmers is fruit of the same poisonous tree. See, they all think that bad things happening to other people is fine. Go, who cares? Charlie Kirk literally said that some gun deaths would be necessary, but that's an acceptable cost. It's an acceptable price to pay to have the Second Amendment in the United States. He just wasn't thinking that he would be the one to have to pay that price. So he was more than willing to pay for the Second Amendment with the lives of other people so that he could have guns in the United States. And it's the same with the Arkansas farmers. They are more than willing to cut every service, every program, every bit of help that the government offers to United States citizens as long as it doesn't affect them. Screw everybody else. We don't care. Cut every department. Cut every service. No Medicaid, no SNAP, no WIC, nothing. As long as the farms keep getting subsidized. Charlie Kirk said, who cares? Gun deaths? Not my problem. It's acceptable. It's rational. It's prudent. Okay, well, here we are with a gun death. So I guess it's acceptable. I guess it's rational. I guess it's prudent. They like to dish it, but they cannot take it. That's the definition of lack of empathy. They
Preach,
can never
sister,
imagine
preach.
themselves in those shoes, falling on hard times.
Tell 'em.
Announcing that American exceptionalism was a thing and trying to exalt this idea of rugged individualism has been the downfall of this country. Because we never consider ourselves part of anything bigger.
Preach.
We always think we're on our own. The government's not going to help us. They're not supposed to. Meanwhile, what is the point of government? It literally is to serve the people. That's the whole purpose of it. Never mind that. So we think, we'll just do everything by ourselves. Never assuming that something bad might happen to us at some point. The flood waters might rise and take out our house. Our father might be a victim of gun violence. He loves to talk about how the absence of black fathers is the problem in black neighborhoods. Well, now his kids are going to grow up without a father. Whose fault is that? You have to be able to put yourself out there in possible other scenarios before you start announcing what should happen to other people. But they're incapable of this. This is why it's hard to feel bad for them. Because they're getting what they announced. They're perfectly happy with other people receiving. So they should be happy with it too, no?
Charlie Kirk and the Arkansas farmers share something in common. You know what that is? About 2 years ago, Charlie Kirk was at this convention. I don't know what the name of it is. He was on stage and he was talking about gun control or whatever, right? And he basically said, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but the general thesis of his statement was, it is worth it to have gun deaths to protect the Second Amendment. That's essentially the gist of what he said. Now, for people who have lived through gun deaths, like school shootings and things like that, that statement is monstrous, to say the least. The Arkansas farmers, how are they similar? Well, the Arkansas farmers, they voted for Trump and the tariffs. They were egging it on. Yeah, let's do the tariffs. We're gonna get so rich. We're gonna sell a bunch of soybeans, I think it was, that they were selling. I can't remember. We're gonna sell them to China and we're gonna get super rich or whatever. Surprise, surprise, China goes around and goes to Brazil and makes another deal with Brazil, and now they need a handout. So the very thing that they were accusing liberals of wanting, a handout, they now want a handout. Well, then how are these two related? It makes no sense. See, when Charlie was up there on stage and he was talking about how he believes that some deaths are necessary so that we can keep the Second Amendment, he didn't envision himself. See, what Charlie meant was that it's okay for you to get shot so long as he has the Second Amendment. He never thought that that could happen to him. The Arkansas farmers, they wanted you to not have a handout. They never thought that they will not have a handout. You see what I'm going here? See, it's never about the idea that they peddle to the masses. It's not the idea. It's that they don't want you to have that. Does that make sense? Charlie Kirk was perfectly okay sacrificing your kids, to keep the Second Amendment for himself. The farmers are okay taking away rights from you, or not rights, taking away the handouts and the socialism from you, but not from them. They want socialism. They just don't want it for you. You see what I'm talking about? When you open the door of division, when you open the door of complete apathy for other people, when you open that door,
Preach, brother, preach.
the door swings both ways. It's not just the people that you hate that are going to receive the bad end of the stick. It's a double-edged sword. You're going to suffer for it too. The door's open.
You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot.
So whenever anybody tells you and tries to gaslight you into thinking that Charlie Kirk was not a racist, I want you to pull up this video.
Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks. We would have been called racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action.
Stop lying.
Listen.
You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
Stop lying.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
Stop lying.
Rise today as a clear recipient of a...
As we can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to cut it short. Thank you for watching the video. This is part 1. Part 2 is coming up. You know, remember to share, like, and hit the love button. Peace out.